welcome to Chicago, Bobby Brown.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you just told me you love Chicago.
Yes, of course.
Why?
Many reasons: the food, the shopping, the people. Just the overall atmosphere of Chicago. I used to come here a lot to see friends of mine. Lisa Ray and a bunch of people. So it's been since I started, Chicago has been one of the places that you can come and you can chill out.
If you had to name a current king of R&B, who would it be in this day and age?
Bobby Brown.
Oh, Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
So Bobby Brown's not going
my
anywhere.
crown is not gone. No, I'm just polishing it up.
All right.
Polishing it up and getting ready for the next 25 years.
25 years. I was just going to ask you what the next 10 years hold for Bobby Brown, but you're going 25.
I'm going 25, yeah.
Okay. What's going to happen?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
You're feeling good?
Yeah.
You look great. You've slimmed down.
Yeah, 60 pounds of pure agony. I can say that because, the weight only got on my body because, I was so stressed out over a lot of different things. And gratefully and man upstairs, he's held me down and he's still working with me, but he's held me down a lot.
Right. And I gotta imagine with you being back on tour, it's good for you to have 60 pounds off because do you still have the moves?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a story for you. So my co-host, Ryan Cheverini, says he saw you here, not that many years ago, but years ago, at the Horseshoe.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you
remember
this.
that.
Yes.
I remember that.
And he happened, why he was in the front row, I don't know, but he was in the front row. And he said those thrusts almost knocked him out. He had to dodge those Bobby Brown thrusts.
And my thrusts are powerful. My hip, my pelvis is not connected to my body, basically. It's something else.
It is.
Yeah.
Can you show us any? No? Look, can you do it?
It has to be music and it has to be, I have to be right there.
Okay.
In the moment. It's always in the moment with that.
I got you for the music. Every little step I take.
I'm telling you, it has to be in the moment.
This is the moment.
I can't do it with this moment. If I stand up, my mic's gonna come off. Remember what she said?
I know, but I gave you enough leash on that mic so to make sure to cover you. Okay, fine. There are still women that are throwing themselves at you and sooner. You still got it, Bobby Brown.
They don't want me.
They don't want you? What did your wife have to say about you being on tour and all these old ladies throwing themselves at you?
She comes out as much as possible, but she knows me. I'm a one-woman man, and I'm flattered, but I'm happy where I am.
It has to feel good to be with these guys that you have been with now 40
years.
Congratulations on your anniversary.
Thank you so much.
40. What is it like having friends for that long, being on stage with them that long?
Oh man, it's so much better now because we're all grown.
Is it?
When you're children, you fight about little things. Who ate my Snicker bar? And, things like that. Now we just love doing what we do because I assume everybody knows we were born in this. We were born entertainers. From the age of 13, we have been performing and hanging with each other all the time. So it's like brothers, just hanging out. Of course, we're gonna argue sometime, but nowadays it's nothing to argue about. We've argued about everything. So now it's just a bunch of fun. We just get out there, we have fun, and we get back on the bus and we laugh and we watch, different things. And, it's just it's just a brotherhood of just respect for each other and respect for each other's talents. And we just go out there and give them everything that we got.
At 49, you're living your best life yet?
Oh, definitely. I'm about. I got two more inches to go.
2 more.
To live my best life. I want to finish this tour in style and in the fashion that we built our group by, and that was entertaining the people no matter what. First few shows, I had cramps in my stomach so bad that before I walked on stage, I was like this in the corner. But as soon as the music started, it seemed like everything went away. And that was the blessing that I think God has given me, was to be able to endure.
Bobby Brown, I thought you knew. You know, people are starting to know you more for this than your music.
Congratulations on the success of BET's The Bobby Brown Story. You
so
co-produced that.
Yes.
Was that hard for you to be so open and honest and raw in that story, and to put things out there that, you know, have lived out there before, but to actually sit there and see it played out on set?
No, because I mean, I did my book, Every Little Step, and that was a great success, and people wanted to, I think people wanted to see how it would actually be played out if it was on screen. I'm in a better space than I've ever been in my life, and it's just, I thought, you know, why not get out all the garbage? Why not give them everything that, you know, they think they know about me, and show them who I am, and we was able to successfully do that.
So you think you needed this to kind of close the chapter on your past?
Close that door. Come on, walk with me.
Right, but you had to go back and revisit some really tough times, a lot of tragedy in your life from a very early age. Was that difficult to stroll down memory lane?
Yes and no, because I'm always thinking about it. I always think about, you know, the tragedies in my life, the downs, and I think about the ups in my life. But in order for me, I think, to put it all behind me, was to see it for myself, you know, because, you know, you can think you know yourself until you look at yourself for real. And I got a chance to look at myself through everybody else's eyes while everybody else was watching. I refused to watch like any of the dailies or anything like that. After it was shot, I was just like, okay, when we cut the film, and I want to see it with everybody else, because I want to look at the same time at what happened in my life that made me spiral, made me go down, and what brought me back up. And I was able to see that, and I'm thankful for every moment of my life.
And like you said, you're happily in your second marriage now.
Yes.
Life is good. But you did have to revisit those days that so many people still tie you to Whitney Houston. And you put that in there. And it was very, very raw. And so many people blamed you for ruining the princess image.
Me and Whitney had a wonderful marriage, you know. Not many people know how wonderful our marriage was. And never here nor there, I got a chance to share that experience with her. And God rest her soul, but she got that chance to experience that with me.
If you could have a conversation with 20-year-old Bobby Brown, what advice would you give him?
Slow down. You know, I was touring so much, you know, and falling in love and falling out of love, and, you know, being, working so hard. I mean, we toured for like 3 years off the Don't Be Crew album. So it was just a lot of touring and working, and I think, you know, I would just tell him to slow down just a little bit.
Any regrets looking back over your life?
I wouldn't be the man that I am if I had regrets about anything. My biggest regret is sometimes not being present. You know, not being present in my kids' life and in my life. You know, sometimes I wasn't even there. I was just sitting there. You know, so
like physically there, but just
physically
not
there, but not there. You know, my mind was always racing to think of something new to do, or think of something that I wanted to do, or, you know, being on movie sets and then being in the studio and then being on stage. It's like, it's everywhere. So, you know, for me, it was just, you know, for me to, like I said, take my time. And I wish I'd have took a lot more time for it.
We saw a lot about the sex, the drugs, the alcohol, and the biopic, and just your life has been played out. It's very open. But now, sobriety. Is that tough? Is that easy? Is that hard? How does it feel?
It's always tough. Trust me, it's always tough.
It still is. It's still a day-to-day struggle?
with alcohol, it's a day-to-day struggle.
Okay.
But you know, I have a great group of friends that are around me that, you know, that watch my back and know that, you know, there's certain things that I can do and there's certain things that I can't. But the one thing I already know about myself is that I'm gonna, you know, struggle's nothing for me, you know. I don't know what God put in me, how he worked with
how
me.
He wired you.
How he wired me, but I'm able to deal with a lot more, I can say, pressure and downfalls than anybody else, you know. But
Makes you stronger?
It has. It always makes me stronger. I mean, anytime I look at myself in the mirror, all I think of is next level. I got to go to the next level because, you know, can't nobody break me but myself. So I'm not trying to break me.
Finish this sentence. Bobby Brown is a great
Entertainer.
father,
Definitely father.
husband,
Definitely husband.
friend.
I could say that. I don't know about some of my friends. They might be like, you didn't loan me that $3,000. No, but yeah, I'm a great father, friend, brother, uncle. I try to be as grounded as possible. I try to keep myself grounded as possible.
How do you do that?
My mom told me she gonna whoop
Oh,
if I don't.
ain't nothing
Be
like a mama
myself,
telling you what
be
they gonna
myself at all times, and don't let nobody change your opinion of yourself.
There's so many people probably didn't expect Bobby Brown to still be here.
I know. Even me.
Even you.
Yeah.
When you were at that low and you didn't think like you could go on, how did you pull yourself up?
My mother, my father, my friends, my family, definitely my kids. My kids are, they're my biggest supporters, you know. They're the ones that, you know, no matter what, I'm still their father. You know, no matter what I go through, I'm still daddy.
The little ones,
Oh.
they just know you. Will you show them the Bobby Brown story? Will
They
you take
watch
them
it
back?
all the time.
They
I mean,
do.
my daughter is 3 years old and she knows how to work all the systems and everything. And Bobby Brown story. I'm like, I'm right here. She's like, but she watched it, and you know, I don't have anything to hide from my kids, and I think that's part of the reason that we did this movie, was because I want to show my kids that I have nothing to hide from you. And if anybody comes up to you and says this about your father, you can say, I already knew. I know that about my father, so don't be talking about
Did
my
you teach
father.
them the neck roll too?
No, I don't have to teach that.
Oh,
Not
they
to
know.
my girls.
I've been on your Instagram
No,
story.
my
They have a
girls-
lot of personality.
No, my girls will give it to you. They are not the ones to mess with.